Hey, it's Ad here from Test Tube Marketing, and over the last couple of years or so, I've personally designed, written and built 7 book funnels for my clients that have sold over 9,179 copies worldwide. At last count, that was in 23 countries, and have generated over £1 million in back-end sales directly from the book. And I've done it for clients such as Katie Bell, who's the author of Thriving, the simple and honest guide to grow in your clinic. Leadership coach Tess Cope, the author of a couple of books, Harness and Your Team Is Not the Issue. Gordon Bircham, author of The Business of Martial Arts. And sales trainer, Mr. Matt Alwell, author of Open with a Close and Cold to Sold. And in this short video, I'm going to show you the exact process I've used time and again to create high-performing book funnels and launches, including one change that I made that increased the conversion rate of the book by 18.7% to freezing cold traffic, and the secret to building a self-liquidating funnel so you can get back the money that you spend on ads so that it costs you much less money, and essentially have you be generating leads for free for your business. And if you'd like to have me and the team discuss with you what building a kind of funnel like this looks like for your book, you can hit the link below and book a call and we can have a chat about that. So before we get into it, one of the biggest problems I see with people who've written books are they've got their bestseller status through Amazon, which is great, by the way, absolutely. I'm not an expert in how you get that at all. So they've got their book on Amazon and people buy it. Happy days. But the problem is you never know who actually buys it ever, because you don't get that data from Amazon. What you only get is the number of book sales that you made, which means you can never actually speak to the people that buy your book unless they happen to reach out to you. And unless your book has been specifically optimized for lead generation, you'll never hear from 98.3% of your book buyers. Now you may be wondering where I got that stat from, and I just made it up, but I do know that it's a lot of people, most people you'll never hear from who have bought your book. So the ultimate goal of what I'm going to share with you is to help you actually turn the hard work and graft and tears and everything that goes into actually writing a book into something that generates real income for your business, not just the 37 pence a month you get in royalties from Amazon. So to kick things off, I'm going to take you through an overview of the strategy stroke book funnel that we create. And I'm going to just delve into a bit of the detail for you right now. So you have 5 key components that are going to make your book funnel work well. They are, and it might seem bleeding obvious, but the book itself. And what we're looking for here, ideally, is a physical copy of the book so that you're going to post it out to the people that buy it. This holds much more weight when someone can actually physically receive something through the post. You get all of their details as well, so it allows you to do further marketing through that information. Number 2 is the offer itself. Now, we're not just talking about the book. Obviously, the book is going to be very good, but in order to persuade people to take action, part with some money to buy your book, we build an offer around it so that they're getting much more value than just the book itself, which makes people more compelled to buy it, which increases the conversion rate for you. And if you're thinking, I don't really know how to do that, then that's fine. At any point during this video, if you want to book a call, we can chat to you about how we would work with your book to create a really compelling offer so that more people buy it. The third step is the actual landing page or sales page to promote your book. I'm going to pop a couple on the screen here that you can have a look at. And as you can see, these are the things that will actually do the real heavy lifting in terms of getting people to want the book, to build that desire in someone so that they go ahead and order their copy. After that, we then have the 4th step, which is the thank you page, which typically, in my experience, thank you pages are the most wasted piece of real estate in marketing, because every single person that takes the action will land on a thank you page, and most people just go, hey, go check your email, remember to check spam, I've sent it over to you there. And that is a massive waste, especially when we're talking about a book funnel, because what we can do here is we can test little products and little offers after they've purchased the book that helps to liquidate some of the cost that you've spent in advertising so that you get some of that back. So you can do some little offers on there for a few quid. For an example of something that we did with a client recently is we created a little custom GPT that helped the person that bought the book implement the learnings of the book, and it built them a plan based around what they needed, and it was like 27 quid or something like that. So you're getting all the ad spend back and more. So ultimately you're generating book sales and getting leads for free, which is great. And the fifth and final part that you need is a really good, robust, well-structured email campaign so that you can turn the opportunities you create from a book, which is typically pretty low priced, and this is where you start to really increase the order value of the people coming through to sell your higher ticket products and services and get them to spend more money with you. Hence how we've been able to sell 9,000 books and generate over £1 million in revenue off the back of those books. And here's the thing to think about. If your book is brand new and it's never been launched before, then there's a slightly different strategy at play where we'd look to first build up a wait list to get people super excited about the book. Whereas if you've already got a book and it's already on the Amazon shelf or maybe in bookstores or something like that, then we'd look to make this more of an evergreen type book funnel, which wouldn't require a wait list. But other than those two slight differences, every component would remain the same to make your book funnel as profitable as possible. So I've got 6 key learnings here from the over 9,000 book sales that we've done. And these are really important to understand because these are the things that these little changes can absolutely make a huge difference to the success of your book funnel. So number 1 is testing price points. Now, I know your book might be sat on Amazon for $11.99, but remember the whole point of your book, if you're a business owner that's written a book, it's not to make money from the book sale itself. It's to actually get good quality leads and build that relationship with people that are then going to spend much more money with you in the future. So the first thing you need to do is test price points. And remember, we are delivering it to the person's door. So we're going to use that as an angle to be able to test different price points, such as you could do it free and they just cover the costs of the print, the postage and the packaging. And we've tested lots of different price points and they work differently for different audiences. So number 1, make sure you test your price points. Number 2 is testing the upsells. Like I said, with one of our previous clients' book, we create that little custom GPT, which helps people, because most people buy books and then do nothing with them, helps people actually start working and implementing the book straight away. We've done other things like for the sales side of things, offering scripts or a little digital product or things like that. Just ways to add value to get some of that cost that you have for the distribution, the printing, all that sort of stuff that's attached to the book, to try and get you some of that money back up front so that the leads are coming in for free. The third thing is, and this is a real good one, is when you are generating your book sales, having a follow-up process that is just a nice courtesy call to build relationships. This isn't a thinly veiled sales call. It's a genuine, hey, how you getting on? Just wanted to check if your books arrived. Royal Mail are pretty terrible. There's a good chance on occasion that it hasn't turned up, and getting in touch with someone and having that courtesy call really helps to build that relationship. And then from there, then you can get into different conversations at another time. And this is a step that's often missed. It's just, I'll leave it all to email to do the delivery of all of the customer service side of things. And I think it's a real big missed step. The fourth thing that you absolutely must do, and I've ordered loads of books online from book funnels before, and most don't do this, is to send other marketing materials with your book. You're sending something in the post. It's not going to cost any more money to send something with it, maybe a flyer, maybe a letter, maybe an invitation, maybe some sort of discount or ticket, whatever it may be. Test different things that you can send with the book that can start to get you clients much, much quicker. And number 5, you can use this book funnel for a number of different ways to generate leads. Like you might have speaking gigs, so you can present on stage and then go, hey, go and get my book. You can do it when you're exhibiting at events or seminars or anything like that. You can also, they're a great way to set up joint ventures and strategic partnerships and all that sort of stuff. So when you do have a book funnel, it can be used in many, many different places to add real value to people that are ordering because they're getting something physical, and a good way for you to generate lots of leads and goodwill. And the 6th and final way, and I shared right at the beginning of this video, is going to share a tactic that got us an 18.7% increase in conversion rates to cold traffic, is something called the pratfall effect. Now, I won't give you all the details about what that means, but essentially what we did there is, you've probably seen yourself where everyone litters their stuff with their 5-star Google reviews, which is great, but it's easy. It seems ever so easy for everyone to just do that. What I actually tested in order to see if I could leverage the pratfall effect, which is a psychological kind of heuristic, if you like, was on one of the book funnel pages that I created, I went onto Amazon and I got all of the 5-star book ratings, and then I was like, I want to see some crappy ones. So I went and had a look at the 1-star reviews, and so I took a screenshot of one of the 1-star reviews, and it wasn't at the top. There was probably 3 or 4 5-star reviews, and then I put the bad review in there, and I circled it. This is on the sales page. I circled it, and it was something like, this book is crap. I've read better things on the back of a cereal box or something like that. Don't read, don't waste your money. And I circled it, and then I put, well, you can't win them all, and drew attention to this poor review. And what that actually did was built a lot of trust in the reader, because, you know, everyone can say they're amazing, but just seeing that you were open to having a damaging admission and being vulnerable sharing that, it increased trust and almost got to 20% increase in conversions to cold traffic. So that's something that you can absolutely try, not only on your book funnel, on other things as well. And so I realized that I've gone pretty fast and shared a lot of information with you there. Hopefully you can take some stuff away from that and either optimize the book funnel that you've got, or look at how you could build one yourself. And if you want our help with that, then I invite you to book a call, have a chat with us. We can find out a little bit more about your specific book, the audience that you target, and how we might be able to possibly help you turn that into a book funnel that's going to generate free leads for you and lots of extra cash into the business and new customers, and how we can do that as quickly as possible, ideally starting to get it working within the first 30 days. So if you'd like to have a chat with us about what that looks like, click the link below, book your call. Thank you so much for taking a couple of minutes to watch this. See you soon.